Hi, and welcome to my craft room. My name is Sue, and today I want to talk about a little bit more about decluttering and organizing our craft room. Last week I mentioned we have inventory and while we have silent to-do list items. Now I apologize for that video a little bit because I made it sound like it was easy to get rid of our inventory and to get rid of our to-do list. It's not. I know that because I'm trying to do the same thing. I've been in this craft room for 6 years and I'm still trying to organize it to the best that I can to make it easier to create the way I want to. So I hope today's video will show you a couple struggles that I had in trying to get rid of all the vellum and all the paper kits that I have. Again, I know this is not an easy process. It's not just that we can hold a project up and say, are we going to use it in 6 months? Because in reality, we're not going to probably use it in 6 months because the holiday is not here, the birthday is not here, they haven't had their baby yet. Unfortunately, people do pass away, but we don't know when that's going to be, when we're going to need that sympathy card. So it's not easy to say, well, we're not going to use it for 6 months or a set time. It's different in our craft room than organizing your house. So we need to look at it differently and think about our inventory a little bit in another light. So please join me in my video today as I struggled through decluttering a couple things in my craft room. And I hope you can acquire a little bit of knowledge on how you can make your craft room organized the way you would want it and make room for more things. It is now the time for the holidays where stamp companies are giving us sales and putting out new product, and we want them and we buy them, but we have to have a place to put them. We can't just put them in our craft room and expect it to be organized and put away. We either need to take something out in order to make room for that there's that process of one in, one out, or we need to declutter a big space so we can create another space for the new items. Maybe you change styles or you change crafts. Maybe before you were a card maker and now you're a painter, or maybe you're a painter and now you're a card maker. You need to reorganize your craft room for that new phase that you're in. So I'm hoping by each week I'll show you a little bit more on how we can make our craft room in our current situation fun and enjoyable. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of water and let's see how I decluttered those two items. As you can see, I have a whole tray full of vellum that I haven't used. This was one of the first things that I got paralyzed with, is all this vellum. And not only vellum, but I also have mulberry that I bought tons of, and it's not my style. You're supposed to be able to tear it and use it. To me, I just never did. So I'm going to go through this, and I'm hoping that by going through this and thinking about what kind of vellum I need, that I can get rid of that 12 by 12 container and use it for something else. Because I really don't use all this, I want to just declutter it. Let me put this in a couple different piles of like, don't like, and see if I can at least start with that. So I know that I don't like the mulberry. As pretty as it is, I've never used it. And same with these vellum words. I never used the words. So I'm going to put those. Here I tried putting the vellum through the embossing, and I like that technique. I think this could be a nice frame. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the colored vellum so that I can use that for embossing folders. I think it makes a nice texture on a card. So let's go through these things. It's just learning. It's just going to be learning our style for the future, not to buy these things when we see them. You know what? The foam package is practically full. So that means I didn't use it. So you can cut these down, and then that will be the thickness of a card if you want to pop up something a little bit, especially if you have these color base cards, which now that I say that, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut all these down and I'm going to put them in with my cards. So then I'll use them and they'll just be for the thickness of the cards. I'm not going to use them because, well, I don't have that many cards to make. This would make a whole lot of cards and I don't make that many. And I'll just use the foam tape when I need to raise up something. Let this go to somebody that can actually use the foam. No sense keeping it. Not going to use it. So that is all going. Down to these two. Yay, empty. On this one, I have paper kits. Brand new, never used. So I could put these in a box and then just put them away, which is what I was thinking. And if I need them, I'll get them later. But I know they've been in a box. They've been in a container all this time. I've never gone in there. So that's been my box. So now's the time to just go through it and go, okay, I'm not going to use it because I haven't used it in, well, I moved in this craft room 6 years ago and I have not moved this stuff since. So that tells me after 6 years, oh, but look at how pretty that paper is in those. So I'm going to have to make that tough decision in order to get the clutter out of here. And this is stuff that is my silent to-do list. Every time I saw that folder, it was all these kits. If I get rid of it, that's less of a to-do list that I have. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I have my next video. I do enjoy organizing. I find that to be a very relaxing process for me. And I do enjoy decluttering and getting rid of things so that I can bring in more items. So I hope by my videos that you also get some enjoyment and can look in your craft room with a new light and make it to the way you want to craft. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a great day.